Hello YouTube, this is Care Bear. I am checking in. I think the last time I checked in was around my 2-year surgiversary. It was about 2 months ago. And I just wanted to give you guys an update and let you know of a few goals that I'm setting for myself and kind of where I am 2 years out. Let's just get straight to the chase, cut to the chase, as they say. I found that at about 1.5 years, between 1.5 years and 2 years, the ease of maintaining the weight loss and the surgery and the tool started to get a little bit tough. I noticed that I was able to eat more of things I knew I shouldn't. I still dump on sugar. Thank God for that. So I still, maintain a very low level of sugar. But when, I think I mentioned this, in fact, I know I mentioned this in one of my last 2 videos, that I found that in order to maintain the weight loss, I needed to exercise more rather than exercising to lose weight. So, every other time in my life, anytime I've exercised, I've lost weight. And now it's not like I can just maintain this lifestyle without exercising and maintain this weight. At my very, very lowest, I was 132. The goal that my doctor had set was 135. And since December, I have gained about 7 pounds, which terrifies me. And I find that one of the main reasons why is because in December, my daughter started going to school, and we were homeschooling for a while, and then we decided to put her in school, and she went to school about a mile away from where we live, and we have 2 cars, and one of them was not working at the time, and so I was walking the kids to school there and back every day, 5 days a week. And so when we got the car fixed, all of a sudden it was like, okay, I could get up now an extra 45 minutes early or half an hour early in order to be able to walk, or I could sleep in a little bit longer. And every day without fail, well, not every day, there were days when I decided, let's get up early and we'll walk because I really feel like I need to. The fear that I'm experiencing is that I'm going to gain an amount of weight back that is seemingly impossible to deal with. Whereas right now I feel like 7 pounds or even 10 pounds, if I were to lose 10 pounds right now, I would be in such a happier place. And even though it isn't about what clothes I can wear, I'm still wearing the same clothes, but I feel like I look different. I feel like my muscle definition isn't there anymore, where I've lost muscle, or my skin has become softer. And I'm still very happy with my body in clothes, but now I've noticed that outside of clothes, I'm not as confident, just with my body as it is. I find I'm standing in front of the mirror and critiquing myself, every single day. And I'm almost obsessive about weighing, or I don't want to weigh because it's like, oh, yesterday I know I snacked too much or whatever. But this last week, I really sat down and tried to figure out what it was. There's definitely a mathematical reality here that I can put my finger on and say, 1, I'm not exercising every day. I'm not. And I would like to be at least 5 days a week. Even if it's just 20 minutes. I have an elliptical in my living room. Why am I not using that every day? So looking at all of the puzzle pieces in my life, I'm noticing that I'm starting to fall piece by piece back into bad habits. So I'm recognizing them now, and I want to nip them in the bud so that I can be successful long term. So I've written some goals down, and I wanted to share them with you because who else to keep me encouraged and motivated and upbeat about it. I find that I have to bring myself to make videos, the last few videos I've made, because I know I'm being held accountable So it's hard to come on and say, yeah, I'm not doing great. I'm doing well. I'm happy. I'm healthy, but I'm not where I wish I was. And I feel like weight gain is always shameful for me. So before it gets to the point where I am losing the battle again, I figure I can step it up, let you guys know what my goal is in order to gain control of this battle again. So here are some goals I have. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goals. I am not putting them all on me right now. I have decided that I will take over the next 6 days and add one of them a day, so I'm not feeling totally overwhelmed and then giving up. Some of them are very easy and some of them are really difficult for me. But yesterday I started drinking more water. I was drinking a lot of coffee, just homemade coffee that I would make, and I would have 2 cups of coffee in the morning, and then I would make an iced coffee that would last me all day. You know, I wouldn't necessarily always finish each cup of coffee. Sometimes I would drink half a cup and then I would fill it up and warm it and whatever, but I always used store-bought sugar creamer, and I like my coffee sweet, so it was, you know, empty calories that were not helping me at all. So I have decided that with my coffee that I drink, I will use coffee, minimal amount of sweet creamer, and then milk on top of it, because I really like my coffee creamy, equally to sweet, but I find that if I put enough to balance out this cream, then it's too sweet. So I think that that's going to be a good balance for me. Also drinking 64 ounces of water every day. I saw something on Pinterest. I don't know if you guys are on Pinterest, but I'm on Pinterest. And I saw something the other day where somebody took their water bottle and they marked it with a line that was like, you know, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, you know, 3 in the afternoon, and, you know, or whatever. They had 2 water bottles and they marked both of them with like 4 or 5 marks for time. And it was kind of like their goal, like, okay, by 9 o'clock, I need to drink this much water. By noon, I need to be halfway done, so that I know that if I maintain this drinking of water, that I will get all of my water that I want to in each day. So that was what I started yesterday, and I did good yesterday, and I'm still working on, this is my 2nd bottle today. So I'm not great. It's about 20 after 8, so I'll probably chug that down as much as I can. There's not a whole lot of chugging going on anymore, but the other thing that has been impossible for me, that was a requirement or a highly suggested thing that I have never been able to do, is not drink while I'm eating, and 30 minutes on either side. And I realized that the reason why is because I don't meal plan for a day. Now, I meal plan for a week. Like, I know what my family is going to have for dinner for the next 4 days. I have it shopped. I have it, you know, planned out. I know what we're going to have. But I don't, for me personally, I don't say I need to get up and I need to start drinking my water at 7 o'clock. I need to have, you know, my breakfast at 9, and so I need to stop drinking at 8:30, and I am going to finish my meal by 9:30, and then I don't drink again until 10. You know, it's like what was happening with me was I was just drinking water or coffee or whatever throughout the day, and then it was like, oh, I'm hungry, and then I would go and get it, and I was like, oh wait, I just had coffee. I'm not gonna wait a half an hour, and then I would eat, and then I would be thirsty right away. So it kind of almost, I had to change the way I was thinking about priority drinking and eating. Like, okay, right now, like earlier today, I got home, I had been out all day, and I got home and I had eaten within 2 hours, and I had had a drink within an hour, and I was hungry and I was thirsty, and so I had to say, what do I want right now? Because whatever I don't have right now, I'm gonna have to wait half an hour for. So I realized I really do need to plan out my day, but that is another goal that I actually started today. So I started drinking my extra water yesterday, and I started separating the fluids from the drinking today, because I will maintain fullness longer, and I will not be washing calories out of my system, and then I'm hungry again, but I'm still maintaining, not calories out of my system, but calories out of my stomach and into being absorbed, where I'm now all of a sudden hungry, and so now I have to eat again, and I'm doubling up on calories. It's just crazy. So that was the other thing that I wanted to do. I also wanted to start having a protein shake every morning because I'm not doing that. I am really focused and really aware of my protein intake. I always make protein the first thing that I eat, and then vegetables afterwards, and very limited carbs. But I rarely substitute carbs, and I rarely keep track of protein. I rarely keep track of the protein that I'm consuming. I'm just assuming, okay, I'm having, a lot of chicken. I'm having, I'm making the choice to eat meat over here instead of bread over here. If I have a sandwich, I, put more meat and, less bread, even if I start eating the sandwich as it is, and toward the end just start taking the meat and the cheese out and eating that instead. So I'm not eating the calories or the carbs from the bread. But I'm not really keeping track of the proteins that I'm eating, and I'm not not substituting, but I'm not increasing protein, through other means, whatever that word is. It's totally escaping my mind now, and I would like to have a protein shake every morning. I read recently that people who don't eat breakfast are more likely to gain weight by snacking later in the day, and I totally find that is my thing, is snacking later on. And so I feel like if I can have a breakfast protein shake, I know I could YouTube 100,000 protein shakes, but I would love to hear you guys. What are your favorite protein shakes, and what are your favorite protein companies? I'm not a real sweet protein drink person. Like, I've gotten the vanilla, and I've gotten the chocolate, and I've gotten the cookies and cream, and I can't, it's like too, I don't know, my taste buds have changed, and I cannot handle that sweet. So I would prefer to have like a coffee with a little bit of creamer and or what do they call that, natural flavor or original flavor, or no flavor, flavorless protein powder. That way, if I have that on hand, I can add it to food as well, like soups and stews and that kind of thing. But anyway, so share with me your your favorite protein drinks, and I'm going to start doing that again as well. So the other thing that I wanted to do was I want to do a 5K. This is my first mini goal exercise-wise, so I'm going to start with the Couch to 5K, which is a 9 or 10-week program that takes you every other day. I think the first day I was reading is walking for 5 minutes, running for 2, or jogging for 2, walking for 5 minutes. And that's it. So for day 1, it's super easy. In fact, let me see, I have it right here. Oh no, I don't, darn it. All right, sorry. I had it a while ago. So it's super simple. And the next day is rest. And then the next day is you walk 7 miles, you run 3, and you walk 7, and then you're done. So it's super easy, starting off really easy. It's something like that. And then by the end, you're jogging 27 minutes, or you're, whatever. And so then the 5K is 3.1 miles. So my goal this week is to research the 5Ks coming up. I was kind of looking at some of them that are coming up within that 10 or after that 10 week period. And there is one called runforyourlives.com, which I think sounds so fun. It is, it's actually going to be up in Temecula. It's in October, 20th and 21st, I think. And it's like a zombie course. So you run it, and then zombies attack you as you're running it. So I don't know, it just seems novel and, fun and exciting. So that might be something that I try and do. 3 miles is not difficult for me. I think I could probably do a 5K right now, but I feel like if I train for it up to that point, then I will increase my health along the way. I can ask people to join me in the training. I'd like my mom or my sister or my husband to see if they wanted to join me in that as well, seeing that it's starting off super easy. Not that I think all of them need, super easy to start with, but if they're thinking I don't know if I could do a 5K tomorrow or this weekend, then that kind of gives them an idea of well, this is how we can work up to it. So check that out and see if it's something that it's not just here in California. They have a few of them or across the country, but it's runforyourlives.com. So check that out. But so anyway, this week I want to pick a 5K, commit to it, and train, and maybe register for it within the next couple of weeks, just so that I have the financial responsibility, the commitment, and then that would be more of an encouragement as well for me to continue the training process. I also, like I said, have an elliptical, so I feel like there's no reason for me not to be doing that at least 5 times a week. I find that as soon as I put the kids to bed, I'm in my pajamas, and so at that point I'm like, okay, well, I'm not in workout clothes, and I wasn't really planning to wash my hair tomorrow, but if I work out today, then I gotta, and I'm not a get up in the morning and workout person. I used to be in high school, but I'm not anymore. So you know, that could be a commitment I make to myself too, is either do it when the kids make the choice ahead of time to do it when the kids go to bed, or to do it when you know, to get up 20 minutes early and do the elliptical. So anyway, those are my goals. I think I've covered them all. Couch to 5K, fluids with meals, eating plan, elliptical, water, protein shake. That's it. I also wanted to share with you guys a website. I'm not sure if I've ever shared it with you before, although I knew about it before my surgery, and it's really been a very cool website for me to go to off and on. But it's called nutritiondata.self.com, and I'll put the link up there for you. But you can actually put in any kind of food, whether it be a natural food or something else, and they will break it down for you based on its like glycemic index, and whether, you know, it'll give it a rating as to its health. It will give you the nutrition guide on the side that's like inclusive of everything you would find on a package. But if I wanted to find out the nutritional content of an avocado, then, you know, it's going to be harder to find that complete information in one place, and it's fantastic. So I recommend you guys checking that out if you have a favorite food, but you really don't have any idea if it's healthy for you or not. So I think that's about it, and I hope to check back with you guys in about a week, if I can remember, and kind of give you an update and see where I am in my goals and stuff. So, all right, I will see you guys later, and have a good week. Talk to you soon. Bye.